It's War Dragon time, another event guide with RPW. Today we're going to be going over the Team Gauntlet, which actually actively starts tonight. We're still in the chest hunting phase, but the Team Gauntlet will begin tonight. I guess it's tonight depending on where you're at in the country, but it usually starts at about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for me, and between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. So be prepared for that, because once those energies are there for you, you really need to get in there and begin your attacking. Now, in the first little bit, you're going to notice that you're going to be able to attack little islands. Now, if you don't remember what the Team Gauntlet is, it is the one with all the little islands that you work through, as well as a PvP island that pops up at the top. Now, if you click View Rules on the bottom left-hand side of your screen, you're going to be able to see how you can win your prizes, whether it be through progression, rank, or team rank. You're going to be able to deal prizes, earn prizes for yourself and your team. Now, to liberate an island chain, you've got to remember that all islands are going to have a lot of HP, so you got to work together to attack and destroy this HP to earn points for your team. Now, you can earn more points at once by using mega attacks, super attacks, or even inner fires. These are going to allow you to take more per attack, not necessarily more over time, but definitely per attack. Now, mega attacks do cost a mega coin, which can be bought by using 100 energy and 20 inner fires. Now, mega attacks do guarantee you 50% of the points. So let's say you do lose, then you're at least going to get 50%. Now, if you get at least 70% on any attack, you will get your full points. Now, using inner fires will give you a boost of 100% HP destruction on each base attack. So basically with this, you're going to get another 100 points. Alright, the PvP island. The PvP island is different than your chain islands, where your chain islands are Gustav. These are computerized islands that you'll be attacking. But in the PvP island, you are actually going to be attacking enemy teams. Now, it says it'll randomly appear, but there will be a little timer that you'll see in the ocean where the PvP island pops up. Now, you want to destroy theirs before they destroy yours, and you'll actually get to steal 8% of their VP. Now, the Wildfire attack. There is some changes, but the Wildfire attack will be here for all PvPs. Everybody starts with 0 flames. If you see it on the top right-hand side here, flame 0 of 80. And every time you attack a player, you will actually get to collect up the flames that you get from those attacks. Now, regular, super, and mega attacks all award the same amount of flames. Now, after every attack, the flames will be added to this meter, and once you reach 80, you can do a Wildfire attack, which costs you 0 energy in the attack, but it will consume all 80 of your flames. Now, the thing is, if you have 80 flames and you attack again, you will not be able to get an overage on your flames. So be sure to keep an eye on that, and if you get your 80 flames, make sure you do your attacks. Now, there has been a change made to the Wildfire, which we're going to go over a little more detail shortly. But basically, the concept is, if you use an inner fire, it will give you an extra flame. So let's say you use 1 dragon, you get the whole thing with an inner fire, then yes, you're not going to get any extra flames because you max out at 5. But let's say you use an inner fire with 2 dragons, it's going to give you that extra flame, which would give you 5 flames. Alright, so, and of course you have to get 70%. Alright, let's go over the next thing, which is the energy. If you need energy for your attacks, on the top left-hand side, you're going to find the energy area. And right now it shows 16 of 16. And if you need energy, like let's say you run out, or you're one of those that likes to stack up your energy packs for the end of the night, then you're going to be able to find your way there by clicking the little plus sign button next to the 16 above. Now, I've slowed this down, so I'm not for sure when that's actually going to pop up as my recording. But in there, you're going to be able to actually add energy packs to be able to boost your energy. Now, 1 energy pack is equal to 16 energies, where 100 energy pack will cost you, which gives you 100 energies, will cost you a total of 10 energy packs. Now, every time you purchase these, they will increase in price. So sometimes it's better off to buy the 10 pack than it is to buy the 1, and so forth, because you do end up with more at a certain point in time frame. Now, your Mega Coin attacks can be purchased by doing this. Buy 10 and then use 20 of your inner fires. Now, your inner fires are going to be on the right-hand side of this bar at the top. There is, on mine right now, 124. You're only going to be able to usually use a maximum of 3 inner fires per attack unless you have a teammate that is willing to trade off inner fires per attack. But the reality of it is, you want this to spread out in this event because you're going to have PvP islands popping up every day. I think it's like 4 times a day you're going to have to, battle a PvP. But that's totally a personal choice. Some people like to put the resources in the beginning. Some like to spread it out. All right, so the wildfire changes. Let's go over that next. These wildfire changes, I think, are going to make a big difference in the way people are seeing wildfire attacks because it really messed up their ability to use their inner fires. Now, the fantastic thing about this is, those using Mega Coin attacks that, spend a lot of money to be able to do those types of things will not be getting the change of being able to get, more flames per attack. It is going to be the same for them, whether it's a regular attack, a mega attack, or a super attack. So with that being said, the changes are not the type of attacks that you do, but it is to the amount of, dragons you're using. If you remember before, if you wanted to stack 3 inner fires, you would only get 3 wildfire flames. So with that being said, with the new changes, they've been able to actually implement some changes to fix that. Which means every time you use a wildfire, you're going to get an extra flame. Now, this does not mean that you're going to be able to get more than 5. So if you attack with 1 dragon and 1 inner fire, you're not going to get 6. You're still only going to get 5. But let's say you want to stack some inner fires. You go in with 2 dragons and only one inner fire. You weren't able to finish. That extra inner fire, even though you brought in another dragon, will mean you'll be able to still get your 5 flames for that attack. Same thing with if you take 3 dragons in, if 2 of them have an inner fire on them, you're still going to get a 5 flame attack. So basically, in essence, your second dragon, how whenever you put an inner fire on it and it takes no damage? Well, if you've put inner fire on it, it also means that it's like it never even attacked. That's the way I'm looking at it. So if you take in a secondary dragon and one of those 2 dragons had an inner fire, then you still get your maximum flames. If you take in 3 with 2 inner fires, then you're still going to get your maximum flames. But just remember, you're not going to get extra flames if you take in 3 dragons with 3 inner fires. There will never be 6. So I think this is going to be a great change so that people can stack those inner fires and still be able to get their wildfire attack flames. I think that's really going to be a cool little feature they've added in here. All right, guys, so there is some other changes I want to go through, which is coming next week. They're going to be introducing the Electro Flak tower. So this is going to be a new defense tower that you're going to be able to put on your base beginning next week. If you missed it, they did announce this on the Twitch live stream yesterday, and I kind of went through and gathered up all the information she shared on there, but it's, as much as I know is what they've shared, so let's go through them really quick. Projectile attacks with elemental damage using lightning bolts. So this particular flak tower will be putting out damage using lightning elemental. It will not be a beam attack, but instead it will be a projectile attack. Now, one really cool new feature is this will have a passive ability. Its passive ability will boost super shot damage of neighboring flaks on the same island. Now, what does that mean? That means that you will have the ability to boost the other flak towers on the same island. So let's say you have a long island and you have them on the front, it will boost the front 5, but it will not boost the back 5. Now, it's only going to boost the super shots that are coming from the other flaks on that island. So if all you have is turrets on there, then it's not going to do a lot of good. You're going to want to really group this with other flak towers. Now, again, this isn't going to put a super shot on them unless you're actually utilizing super shots on those, but it will boost them and make them a much stronger super shot attack. Now, you're probably wondering, can I get them? Well, first of all, you do have to be a level 65 in order to build your first one. Now, the maximum amount of flaks you can have will be 8, and that will be at a level 105. And then of course the minimum of 1 flak per island rule does apply here, just like any of the other flaks. Now, I'm personally pretty excited about this because none of the dragons currently in the game actually have a resist to this. So this flak is going to be a very cool tool to have on your base. So I'm personally planning to definitely build one on mine, and I already think I know where I want to put it. So if you hear a lot of negativity coming out about this, one of the things that you can really truly count on is none of the dragons from this point backwards have any type of resist to this particular flak tower. So if it's not worth building in any other method, it is definitely worth building for that reason alone. Now, of course, there is the added benefit of it is a projectile attack, and it does have the ability to passively boost the super shots from other flaks nearby. Now, if you missed my video on Tuesday, we do a video every Tuesday called Talk Dragon Tuesday right here on my channel, where we go over, the current news of the week, what's coming up. Sometimes we even have, actually most of the time, we even have some really awesome interviews with other people within the War Dragon community, including some that actually work for War Dragons. So if you did miss Tuesdays, be sure you go watch it, because we do have a giveaway that's going on, and they usually last for 48 hours, which means that that giveaway will be closed as of today at noon. So be sure to get in there, figure out what you got to do, get signed up for the giveaway so that this weekend you might be able to get, a $20 in-game pack to help you with your PvP this week. And you can get some extra points, which is super useful, being that right now we're going to be able to get Coatl at 50% off. Now, I'm personally hoping that I finish off Coatl as much as possible during this event so that I can do a higher level review for everyone. I really think this dragon is, like I said before, one of those dragons that you're going to be able to practice with and utilize and learn from, which will help you prepare for hunters, especially if you're low level and not really used to hunters, because of all the different spell sets it does have. So you really have to think with this dragon. Now, I'm not saying this dragon is a bad dragon, but so far I'm not in love yet. However, I'm really bad about comparing all the other dragons I fly to a quester. So after I get him up there where he can do a little bit more, we will take him out for some more flights, and I'll do another review. But I do want to get some practice on him first, so hopefully that'll come out next week. However, I wanted to put out some quick reviews for everyone so that you could have a better decision as to whether you wanted to go for this dragon, which I have said, and I will say again, even if you don't like this dragon, the 50% off deal to get all the prizes in that line makes him well worth it. I mean, even if this dragon isn't the strongest in your den, he will be worth it because he is 50% off. I personally plan on trying to finish him as far as I can at 50% off, and then I'm going to hold back and use the rest of my tokens, of course, to finish off my egg token bonus line, and then anything that they might come out in the future. Alright guys, so if you have any questions or any concerns about Team Gauntlet that is specifically related to this event, be sure to put that in the comment section below. Now, really quickly before I let you leave, because this is an event guide, I do want to give you guys a little bit more information so that it's not just all news and stuff in this video. But let me give you my biggest tip that our team uses, which is taking it slow. Don't go in and put all your resources in the beginning. That's more for the Kingdom Wars. For me, that's when you would put all your stuff in the very beginning. But this kind of like the fight pits, you're going to want to spread it out. You do want to put in, a massive amount during the PvP islands, because this is how you're going to get the largest amount for your team points. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video. Don't forget, before you leave, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and of course hit that bell for notifications. Happy hunting!